Hey, we get some questions about retainers in general, but more specifically, how do they work here at Triangle Smart Divorce? So I'm going to try to break it down for you, and if you have questions, feel free to reach out. First of all, we do our best to estimate what your case is going to cost in legal fees and expenses for the first 45 to 60 days. That's based on our experiences of similar cases to yours. But to be fully transparent with you, we don't know what the other side is going to do. We're relying some on the information you give us. Are they going to be friendly? Are they going to be amicable? Is it going to be easy to get documents from them? Are we going to be able to work things out? Or do they not want to take part of this process at all, and we're going to have to drag them kicking and screaming to the courthouse to get anything from them? You probably know that initially better than we do because we've never spoke to them and we've never talked to who may be representing them. Candidly, sometimes if we know who the lawyer is on the other side, your retainer might be higher than the next person who has a very similar case because we know how that lawyer is and they're going to litigate everything, which makes things more expensive. So we do our best, and sometimes we miss the mark and we ask for more money sooner than you think we might have. But that's usually why, is because something happened that was not our typical experience. Okay, so then how do we bill against a retainer? Some people think this is what I'm going to pay for the lawsuit, and I want to go ahead and debunk that myth right now. No, it's not what you're going to pay for your separation agreement, and it's not what you're going to pay for your lawsuit. It's an estimate of fees for the first 45 to 60 days, and we bill against that. We bill when we communicate with you, whether that's text messages or emails or letters or even phone calls. You're getting billed when we're working on your case and we're moving it forward to resolution. And yes, lawyers get a bad rap about that. But we do our best here at Triangle Smart Divorce not to bill you for every single thing. If something comes in from you and the paralegal looks at it and the lawyer looks at it and the paralegal doesn't need to take any action on it, the paralegal is noting it on the bill, but they should be no charging it. So review your bills and let me know if we're falling short on that expectation. If your lawyer is reviewing it and the paralegal has nothing to do, again, they shouldn't be billing you for it because there's nothing for them to do that's just information for them. We don't want to be double billing you. Okay. But we do bill in 0.1 increments with a minimum 0.2. And if you're not a lawyer, you're probably like, what does that even mean, Jenny? Okay, so 0.1 is 6 minutes. 0.2 is anything between 6 to 12 minutes long. So why do we bill in a minimum 0.2 increment? Well, honestly, if you think about it, you get an email, you read the email, you think about the email, you prepare a response to the email, maybe you need to review the file, you shifted gears a couple of times, you got in and out of task, you got into another task, etc. Single emails kind of are a little disruptive to your workflow. I'm just telling you how it is. So if you are in that situation and you have questions for your lawyer, I recommend that you batch your questions and you ask 3 or 4 at a time, because think about it. If you're getting charged 0.2, no matter if it takes 3 minutes or 12 minutes, don't you want to get the maximum value out of that? So this is a way that you can help cut down your fees. Don't send 1 email every day. Send 5 questions in 1 day. All right, so how else does this work? A retainer is, some of the lawyers here like to call it like a debit card that's preloaded. You put money on it. When work is done, money comes off of it. When it starts to run low, we ask you for more money. If you have mediation coming up or a hearing coming up or big document preparation coming up in your case, you're going to get retainer replenishment requests from our billing department. And that's so that we keep an adequate amount of money in the retainer, going back to what I said before, for 45 to 60 days worth of work. And they're going to ask you about that. We're going to ask you to put a credit card on file so that it's convenient for you and it's easier for us also to be able to keep these retainers topped off and fresh. Some people don't like doing that, and I understand. They think that it's just a blank check they're writing to a lawyer. But we're doing it for ease, because if you are behind on paying us, we can't work on your case. We're putting what we call a red rubber band around your case and no further work can be done. That can cause real hiccups to your system, and that can lead to you not getting the best results because we're stopping, we're starting, we're stopping, we're starting. And, lawyers have 40, 50, 60 cases. If they look at your case and then they don't pick it back up for 3 weeks while they're waiting on you to replenish your retainer, they may have to go back and refresh their memory about some things. And that's something that they do bill for. So again, by staying on top of your retainer, you can save yourself some money, because then they don't bill you for getting caught back up. And because a retainer is just our best guesstimate of fees based upon cases similar to yours in the past, sometimes we get it wrong on the high side too. Maybe we asked you for, I don't know, $5,000 to do a separation agreement, and you and your spouse were in complete agreement with everything. And it only cost, let's say, $2,500 for a separation agreement to get everything drafted and signed and the deeds done and all the other documents that go with getting separated. Then guess what? You're getting money back. This isn't a flat fee. You're only getting charged for the work that was actually done. That's basically how retainers work. There are a lot of questions that people have. I think I've hit the big ones, but if you have one that I didn't touch, reach out to our intake team, reach out to our billing department. We'll be happy to walk through it with you.